Mr. Pablo, can I ask you for the autograph? Okay. Thank you. Can you click for it?
Yes.
You look magnificent. The autograph? Okay.
The great privilege of being the festival director and to welcome you all to the UK premiere of this headline gala screening of Maria. My thanks to Studio Canal for allowing us to present this gorgeous film. This is really one of Pablo Larrain's best films, and that's a very high benchmark for a director who has given us such incredible work. It continues his fascinating portrait of iconic figures, female figures of the 20th century, and really exploring their life behind the public face. Maria Callas was a figure much larger than life, and so it takes a performer of great gravitas to bring them to the screen. And I think after you see this film tonight, you will agree that Angelina Jolie does an incredible job. It's a really perfect collaboration between performer and a director with great vision, but backed by an incredible cast and incredible technical credits with this crew. Would you please welcome to the stage the great director, Pablo Larrain. this gorgeous theatre because opera is something that is very dear to your heart, I believe. Can you talk to me about what opera means to you and how it's come into your life?
Yeah, I come from a family of politicians. And so, yeah, but my parents would usually buy these year tickets for the opera, you know, and often one of them was very busy, often my father. So I grew up going to the opera, and I refused to read the subtitles. They were on top of the screen, or the stage in this case, and it was very, to me, disconcerting to take my eyes away from the singers. So sometimes I would read the argument before or after, but I grew up with only with an emotional connection with what I was saying. And then later I tried to become a musician, I failed, and I found a camera, and here I am. And I am finally connecting both of my true loves of my work, which is opera and cinema. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that the invitation is to not to have such a rational approach to what you're about to see. We have a wonderful screenwriter. There is a story. But it is an emotional experience where music conducts everything. So let the music get in. But before, I just, wait a minute. Right. Our cinematographer, Master Ed Lackman, please. A very dear producer that has a very similar name to the president of Argentina. Don't be confused. I'm saying Italian great producer, Lorenzo Melli. From Germany, friends of a company, Complexen, that we worked together for many, many years. Wonderful producer, Janine Tarkowski. A very old partner in time that is finally in his home. One of the geniuses of this business, production designer, Guy Diaz, please. I'm very sure he doesn't need a lot of introduction. The second we work together, he's right there. Master, Mr. Steve Knight, please. We need to find a very young Angelina, and believe it or not, we found an actress in Greece that has the same name, but in Greek. And her name is Angelina Papadopoulou. I had no words about that. This movie, of course, has a very strong lead actress, but none of that would work with those who play the secondary roles. I always want to work with her, even if she doesn't believe it. Alba Rohrwacher, please. Well, the heart and soul of this film, the one and only Angelina Jolie, please.
Pablo, I wanted to start with you. I believe that the idea of this film and the person who would embody Callas was with you before the screenplay was even written. So can you talk to us about your vision and in particular your vision of having Angelina Jolie play this incredible woman?
Of course, I think that this is the kind of movies that you could have the desire, the wish to make it, but you will never get anywhere if you don't have the right person to play it. I don't want to talk too much because you're going to see it, but I do believe that to play Maria Callas, you need a number of things. For me, the most important of those is mystery. You will see a performance of an actress that chooses when to let you in and when she doesn't want to let you in. And when she doesn't, then it's the audience who completes whatever we're saying. And I think that's the best gesture of cinema, that you get to, complete the suffer in the screen.
And Ed, this is the second time I believe that you and Pablo have worked together. The film has an incredible visual flair, and just keen to understand how both of you worked together to create the palette that we see of Maria.
Well, for me, each film that Pablo does, with or without me, he creates his own visual language because of the subject matter. And for me, this film had this heightened reality because operas have a non-representational reality. So through the camera, which for me is kind of a moving proscenium, the stage, and then the heightenedness of the colors and the lighting, all brought for me why it's an opera other than just a film about a great policy.
And Pablo, in terms of the grand scale of the visuals, in this film we see some incredible scenes, and so it does feel like the film is operatic in scale. Did you sort of have a sense of it visually before you went into making the film?
Well, with Ed and of course with Guy, we got into the process of research and found out many images and a lot of different stages over the years that she performed, many of them here in Copenhagen. So it's a very rich world, and we try to create a circumstance where what she's experiencing isn't necessarily what is reality. And I guess that was the biggest challenge, to create a single narrative that has different perceptions of time and truth. And I guess the music is what helps to blend, and of course the performance and Steve's script, of course.
And for you and Angelina, creating this character, who is a real person, there's nothing in this performance that feels imitation. It's an incredible embodiment of a lioness, of a character. And so I just wondered together, as you were building your Callas, how did you do that together? Was it all in the script, or was it a lot of work after you came on board with the project?
Well, it's a wonderful script, so that certainly helped. But I'd wanted to work with Pablo for a very long time, and when he called me to play her, I was taken aback, because I take so seriously playing a real human being and their life, and certainly of her life. But I think in the end, we are all people who, standing up here, are all people that care for the art form that is opera, but we also care for these people, these real people, and so I think I think that led us, and then the discipline to have to learn to be in the world, to sing, to recreate so much of it. I think brought out some of our best, because we tried our hardest to meet that very high bar. So you'll see how you feel when you see it, but we did our best.
The film is incredible, and obviously we can't talk too much about it because we haven't seen it yet, but Pablo, is there any last thing you would like this audience to take in with them before they see the film?
Well, what I tried to say at the beginning, just let the music get in. It's all there. It's in the music.
Wonderful. Please enjoy this incredible film, and please thank this amazing cast.